So just before I do the Charlie Maestro Adelson video, I've just jumped on just to do a quick video as to what's happening with Charlie at the moment, how he's doing, or more to the point, how he's not doing. Just before I go any further, quick disclaimer, my name's Dawn, this is Lounge Bar Crime. Everything you hear in this video, it's from my own research, it's my opinion, and it's for entertainment purposes only. That out of the way, let's get to it. So we know Charlie's lawyer, Rushbourne, has asked for a continuance, and this looks now like it's going to go into the fall, into September, October. Looking at Charlie at the moment, he obviously doesn't look too delightful with his beard, and now apparently that's down to his solitary confinement. I'm not quite sure how much of that is true, if I'm going to be honest, because he seems to have quite a lot of telephone calls still, and he has a lot of contact with his solicitor. Well, just as much with his solicitor as he does with his mother. Not very much with Harvey, but with his father. But I mean, looking at him, he does look pretty ashen looking. So it's as though reality's hit home with him now. And he's got a beard, a grey beard. To be honest with you, I'm not going to be happy until I see Donna the same way, with a beard as well. Charlie, you can tell that everything's affecting him now. You can see that in his face now. You can see it in his eyes. He looks terrible. He looks absolutely shocking. There's a massive difference to the way he looks now and the previous time, which and I know that the previous time he was in court, he knew about the proffers then, because they had the sidebar, if you remember, and when you could hear everything going on in the sidebar. But just in that short time since then to now, it's as though reality's hit home with him. He looks absolutely shocking. That's what a prison diet does for you. No lobsters in there. So yeah, it does look really bad. But on that previous hearing that he was at, with the proffers, there's something that I want to show you on that, where I still think he was holding out quite a lot of hope. I think looking at Charlie now, I think reality's hit with him. I think he knows that he's going down. It looks like the penny's finally dropped, but previously I don't think it had. His attorney, Rushbourne, as well, I said right at the beginning, if you remember when he first came around, I felt that he was a charmer, and that looks how, seeing him so far, that does seem to be how he's going to play this game, or it was. Although the last time, when he was requesting for this continuance, his personality seems to have changed slightly. But I'll tell you who he's reminding me of now. Remember when Tara Kawaz seemed to have two lines of defence for Katherine Magbanua? She was going in one direction and then another. They both contradicted themselves slightly. This is the feeling now that I'm getting with Rushbourne. He doesn't seem as much of a charmer now. I'm sure that'll come back into play, because I think that's the way he is gonna play it. But watching him when he was requesting the continuance and talking about the what's in the proffers. Don't forget, Rushbourne did say that Magbanua had been offered that plea deal more or less for 7 years, and for 7 years she didn't accept it because there was nothing, was his point. Well, now what? Because now we know that there is. So, and he's still saying now to Wheeler that there's even, he wants these proffers sealed, although he doesn't believe that there's really anything in him that would affect Charlie. Well, and obviously Wheeler puts him right on that, more or less that comes down to opinion really. But it's as though he's trying to put his points out there already when we're not in trial, so he shouldn't even be doing that. But he's jumping in with every opportunity that he can. It doesn't matter because we all know where Charlie's going. Charlie knows where Charlie's going now. It's took him, since last April, almost 12 months for the penny to drop that he is definitely going down. He knows with these proffers what's going to happen with that. The other thing with that as well that bothers me is Rushbourne was the attorney for Donna and Harvey originally, so he knows what's in these proffers now, and he's obviously put this information forward to Donna. Donna will know, Harvey will know, and Wendi will know. So they're getting everything stacked up there, ready for their defence. Laurel will know, Wendy's attorney. It's all seeped through. I don't doubt for 1 minute that Rushbourne knows and he hasn't passed that information on. Of course he has. So, in saying that, it depends what's in them proffers. With regards to the proffers, it's speculation for all of us, to be fair. None of us know. We do know that there's 3 proffers. Originally, I thought, I wonder if there's a proffer for Donna and Harvey's input on it, one for Wendi. Not Charlie's already done and dusted, really, isn't he? So, but yeah, one for Charlie. I did wonder that, and then I wondered if it was because there was that much, and she'd give out so much, and then George Kappelman had to go back to her to elaborate more on another part of it, and then another part, and then had to do that again. The one thing I did worry about was that she'd only give out the bare facts. This was what I said in a video previously, if you remember that. I felt like she'd just give out crumbs, and now I did worry about that she'd just give out crumbs and they'd have to actually drag it out of her. But the more I've read on this, the less I think that's the case, really. I think DeCoste would have been really clear with what would have been expected of her, so I don't think it is that now. But I was concerned. It did cross my mind that she was just giving out snippets and they was having to keep going back and dragging more out of her. But like I said, I don't think Kappelman would have entertained that, really. I think she would have just put her back in the van and sent her back, to be fair. If you're still watching this video, just shows that you're interested in it, just a tidgy bit, and if you are, press the tidgy like button below. Alright, thanks. Yeah, sorry, just going back to Rushbourne again, what I was saying a minute ago was that he'd said on that tape that she'd had the chance for 7 years to spill, if you like, on Charlie, and she didn't because there was no evidence on him. Well, now there is. So now what? Now what are you going to do, Rushbourne? Because now everything that you've been saying so far has now got to go out the window. And this is why I was comparing him before to Tara Kawas, because like now it looks like he's going to have to contradict himself, unless he's just going to stick with everything that is in that proffer with regards to Charlie is untrue. It's all one lie, and he's sticking to however he set his case out. Then his only other direction is, which is he's got to defend Charlie. His defence has got to be backwards and forwards with regards to what Magbanua has said or is going to be in that proffer. So I just think that he is going to end up sounding now a little bit like Sarah Kawas, where he's going to sound a bit contradictory, hopefully. I mean, Sarah Duggan did try to get this done in July, saying that 2 months he still had 2 months to work with. That was plenty of time. Rushbourne wasn't having it. He's managed to get it pushed back now to September, and the reason he's wanting this continuance that came up was all the documents, the wiretaps, the messages, WhatsApp. So he mentioned WhatsApp. Well, so far, we've not really heard much about WhatsApp with regards Charlie, because there just doesn't seem to be that much. So that was quite surprising to hear. So I'm hoping, is there something on, I don't know, if there's something on Magbanua's to do with WhatsApp, because I know that she couldn't get in her WhatsApp, so whether she's got into it now and whether they found anything to do with Charlie, and that came up in the proffers, I don't know. So WCTV and Court TV have also filed motions to have the proffers unsealed, so they're available to be seen by the public. So far, they haven't got anywhere with this. I don't think Judge Wheeler is going to. I don't think he's going to change his mind on that. I'm not too sure about this, but I've just got this feeling that I feel like Judge Wheeler is giving Rushbourne and Charlie Adelson what they want to a degree, or as much as he can to a degree, so that I don't know, but I just wonder whether it's so if once he goes down and then he asks for an appeal, depending on what sentence he gets, then it might be easier for Wheeler to not accept any kind of appeal for Charlie Adelson's case. So I don't know. I'm not a lawyer. I don't know. I'm just guessing here. But I just feel like he's trying to be as fair as he can, knowing, really, that we've got Charlie bang to rights, really. So he's trying to be as accommodating as he can, so that when he's found guilty, because he's going to be found guilty, that he can say without parole or anything like that. So I don't know. Any appeals, sorry. I don't know. We'll see. Right, so there was just one other thing with regards Judge Wheeler as well. I did mention this in the past, that the one thing, I'm so glad that it's Judge Wheeler on this case now, and the reason is because in the past he has said to the jury, and I'm just hoping that he says it again when these wiretaps are played, because he did say once, it's not necessarily what you hear, because I know Rushbourne was trying to argue the point once on the wiretaps, like this isn't said and that's not said, and Judge Wheeler did say to the jury that it's not necessarily what you do hear, it's what you don't hear as well. And I'm hoping he says something like that when Wendi's on that stand as well, and Donna. It's what they don't say. I think he's saying it in the case, the time that I heard it, I think it was in the case of the wiretap with Harvey and Charlie. So, yeah, that's why I like Wheeler, because he sets out his stall properly, and he makes it perfectly clear to the jury. And to be honest, I didn't know that could be taken into account. I thought it just had to be, what evidence was heard, not like what you didn't expect to hear. Like Wendi, for instance, didn't ask about the kids when she was in that interrogation. So it's nice to know now that would be thought of as being strange, and that could be brought up. Yeah, so that's brilliant. Anyway, so it's only a quick one, this. So the next video on this is the Charlie Maestro Adelson, which is part of the little series that I've done on the three Adelsons, Wendi, Charlie and Donna. I've done Donna, Charlie's next, and then it's Wendi. Yeah, like I said, it's all speculation in those proffers. I'm quite surprised actually at Mentor Lawyer, at James. He hasn't got them by now. I half expected him to have a stripy black and white t-shirt on and a balaclava, climbing through just to see if he can find it anywhere. Looking on Georgia Kappelman's desk. What are you playing at, James? Crack on, get it, we need it. So yeah, I think if anybody got their hands on it first, it'd be James. So, but I mean, I can't imagine what's in there. We can only imagine what's in it. I'm expecting it's going to have everything. Anyway, I'm going to sign off. So I'm going to say good night, take care, stay safe, and come back. Bye.